Now, since I already have a mesh, I can use loop cuts to create an edge, which will then be converted into a curve as shown. Select all, but unselect the edges that we recently created, then delete selected edges. We can now work on these edges. Align the edges with the Celtic link as shown, converting to a curve, and model a handle for the basket. Adjust curve properties to get desired result as shown. Scale it down to fit into the circle in the Celtic link as shown. You may toggle on the view of the cover to enable a more precise centered adjustment of the handle. We can also use the top cover to model the center of the cover below the handle. And now we can select all faces as shown and delete them. Then in Edge Select mode, we can select all edges as shown and press F to create a face. Select the new face and insert faces that will align with the size of the cover as shown. Select the inner face and duplicate it. Select all faces using A and unselect the inner face, then delete selected faces. Adjust the face to fit into the space below the handle. We can now insert a face in the face in order to form a recess on the base of the handle as shown. Then move it down to create a recess. Toggle to Edge Select mode, select overlapping edges and dissolve overlapping edges as shown. Now we can freely move the base of the handle further up or down without edges overlapping as shown. We can give this a solidify modifier to add some depth. We can also give this a solidify modifier. Then we can adjust the settings of our solidify modifiers to maintain uniformity across all parts of the basket. What we need to do now is to join objects. However, we need to first ensure that all curves are converted into meshes. We can also add a modifier to the handle to make it to look more appealing. We can add a sub modifier, go to object mode and apply all modifiers as shown. Now that all modifiers are applied, we can select the Celtic link and also convert to a mesh in order to successfully join objects. Once it's converted into a mesh, we can safely join all parts of the top into a single object and move it around as shown. We can also join the top of the cover to the base as shown, and we can move down the cover along the Z-axis to sit on top of the basket as shown.